Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the Gen Z CEO podcast with me, Laris. And today, tunakuja kutoka Semabox. Shout out to Semabox for making this episode possible and also our previous episodes. So in case you're wondering where we are shooting from, ni Semabox and Baraza Media Lab around Riverside. Na leo tunaongelea topic ingine moto sana, which I think for many people is kind of confusing. They don't understand and also they wish to understand, but maybe they don't get enough information on how it goes. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about demystifying crypto, what Kenyans get wrong, get right, and what is emerging about crypto. And on set today, I have an amazing guest. Karibu sana, Faith.
Thank you so much, Larry.
Karibu sana.
Thank you for having me here.
Mm-hmm. So hapa, we usually have Gen Zs who wish to understand, who wish to learn about things that are coming up, things that have been there for long, and also they wish to skill up and also to continuously learn about things that are coming up. So maybe you can just tell them a brief introduction about you. Who are you? Who is Faith Nyambura?
Thank you, Larry. So as you've heard, my name is Faith Nyambura. I'm Bitcoin and Bitcoin in general and blockchain and crypto enthusiast. I aim to share the knowledge that I have in the space, as much as I don't know everything, but I aim to share in the most simplified way so that people can understand crypto in a less complicated manner, to just make it available to everyone. And also the blockchain technology to just make it available for everyone. So I'm a business developer, a marketer, and a podcast host as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. And you're in a space which around 10 to 15 years ago, we couldn't tell where it was heading to. Maybe how did you learn about this space and it clicked that this is my space? I want to explore this space. I want to be in this space.
Yeah. So that's quite interesting. So my journey started a while back and in a very interesting way. So I did Bachelor of Commerce Finance option.
Yeah.
Then immediately after graduation, I just felt like that's not the line I wanted to go in terms of my career and my profession. So I was kind of lost for so many years between when I graduated and when I now when I settled into my career, because I'll say right now I'm settled and I just want to grow in the industry that I'm in. So I've interacted with different industries in terms of work. But then I just felt like, no, there was something missing. Like I'm not content if this is what I'm going to do for the better part of my life in terms of career and profession.
Yeah.
So I wanted to take a shift into tech, but I didn't know where exactly into tech, to like which area of tech to get into. So I did my research, like what are the different types of tech, like what is there, what is emerging. And like there's so many things that are emerging. There was blockchain, there was IoT, there's so many things.
Yeah.
Then I was just like, oh, blockchain sounds interesting. Then it coincided with a time I was at a job event, at a work event somewhere. Then I interacted with one of the people within the blockchain and crypto space here in the country. So we were just having a conversation, and the conversation really intrigued me. Then I went for one of the community meetups, which was not, the intention wasn't the community meetup, the intention was another meeting, but I really liked the conversations that were being had.
Yeah.
Then when you're in a community space within the blockchain space and people are talking, there's usually a lot of jargon.
So many of them.
So you go back home, unajuliza, like, what do I really know?
Yeah.
So that really sparked an interest. And looking at it and researching, I could, like, you just get information that this is the next thing. This is where we are headed in terms of evolution into technology and like where things are headed right now. So it's just like, it's a good opportunity for me. I'm not late into the party.
Yeah. Still early.
Yeah, let me get into it. So that's how I got into the blockchain and crypto space. So far, it's been almost 5 years now.
Wow.
4.5, so almost 5 years.
Yeah.
I like it. What I can tell people is this is a space where you must, like, you need to have the interest to learn.
Yeah, sure.
Because you will do a lot of research to just start understanding, first of all, the terminologies, to understand what this technology is all about. Then within the technology, there's so many areas you can be able to focus in. There's crypto, there's NFT, there's decentralized finance. There's so many areas. So you just, as you research, you'll find where you're more interested in. Then you can dive fully on that space. So that's how I got into the space.
I'm just curious. You've talked about something that is affecting so many people, especially right now, young people.
Yeah.
That is kind of a career change.
Yeah.
What you studied, but versus what you're doing currently.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah.
It's also for me, there's sometimes I wanted to be, just like I shared before, I wanted to be a software engineer.
Yeah.
So I started attending some maybe short courses, some classes here and there. And then things happen. I gave up on it, got into media space, but here I am still on the media. I hope Indio, where I get my final footing.
You're doing well. So,
Thank you. And,
this is where you should be.
Sure. And being a lady in this space, how is it? Because as far as I can remember, this is a space that has been dominated by men for quite some time. Yeah. So being a woman in this space, how is it? Maybe is there anything that has happened differently for you?
So I wouldn't say I've received any special treatment or like identified anything that has made me stand out as a woman in the space. But as you've said, it's an industry just like tech itself. Like it's usually deemed like a male thing. But we're seeing a lot of women coming into tech in general, regardless of whether it's Web3, it's blockchain, or just general in tech. We're seeing a lot of women getting into the industry itself. So even within the blockchain community, we are seeing a lot of women coming in, and they're really doing amazing things, building projects, running projects as well, just positioning themselves within the industry in different areas, which is a really good thing. And one thing I like about the blockchain and crypto space, it's not, it doesn't look down upon anyone just because of your gender or your race or wherever.
It's like, very accommodative.
Yeah, it's very, very accommodative and very inviting to everyone. So it's really a good thing. And even when it was being started, there are so many different because of how like that perception of tech is mainly male dominated, or it's for men. When the communities were starting, when the idea was very fresh in the country, there were programs that came about that were women focused. So you'll find like examples of Bitcoin Dada, which is it's an organization that usually focuses on teaching women how to code and all of that. There's Handout. So there are those spaces where as a woman you'll feel more comfortable to get into such communities because they understand you. They're gonna you're gonna evolve, or
you feel you belong as well.
You feel you belong. But in general, it's not a space that you feel you're outcasted just because you're a woman. It's very, very accommodating. And you don't feel, because right now, it's, as I've said, as long as you have the interest to learn, that's it. It's for everyone. And let's talk about the jargons. You talked about having so many jargons when you are first getting to this space. Which is something also, as for me, I think is kind of a very big challenge to someone who's trying to find out what this means. So, like in your case, how did you overcome these jargons? Is it that you must be fully in this space to understand them? Yes and no at the same time. So the yes part is you're in a room where people are talking this language. Like it's like being in a room with doctors. They will talk about the equipments they use in hospital or body parts, or even
the scientific names
of different things. So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of jargons in the space. You will feel lost, to be honest, when you start. But as long as you have the interest to learn and you're really committed, you can dive into different communities. You can listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
You can, right now there's ChatGPT, there's different AIs. You can prompt them. You can converse with them in regards to what blockchain is, what crypto is.
Yeah.
There's so many, there's a lot of access to information right now. But truth be told, you will, when you're starting and the words are being thrown here and there because there are words that you're not familiar with as a beginner, you will feel a little bit lost.
Out of place as well.
Yeah, but if you research, and that's why there are so many platforms that have come about that are really simplifying crypto and blockchain and explaining the terms in a relatable manner, in a way that we can be able to understand, using real life analogies that we can be able to understand, such that if you're told an example, if somebody uses an example of how a transaction works in comparison to how you transact on a day-to-day, then it clicks easily. Then you can even be able to reference that example in your day-to-day. So,
So, and you've talked about something like explaining to someone in simple terms like day-to-day language.
Yeah.
For example, you want to make someone out there come to understand what maybe crypto is, what Web3 is, what blockchain is. Maybe how do you start? Because it's not something that they're used to.
Yeah.
Maybe to some extent, maybe come a Yuko tech savvy, something that he or she is going to meet it for the first time.
Yeah.
How do you begin to maybe break it down to someone to understand?
So it's good to use examples that these people understand. So you bring it home to a point where this person is like using analogies that are within their area.
Very reachable.
So, for example, I hope I'm allowed to mention brands in this
you
podcast.
can.
So, for example, we are all conversant with what M-Pesa is.
Yeah.
We are all conversant with how it's working as a digital mode of payment, right? So that's digital money.
Yeah.
Only that it's not like it's money that you have physical money that you've gone to an agent akakwekea kwa M-Pesa yako, so it's on your phone.
Yeah.
So it's the same example with what crypto is. So when you use that example, you're not far off from explaining to this person because, okay, so ni kama tu M-Pesa.
Yeah.
It's money that is digital. It's internet money. It's on my phone. Then if you start explaining to them like that, then also using language that these people understand. So somebody mwenye ako kwa mtaa mahali, we have the privilege of being literate in Kenya. That's something that we should commend ourselves. People are really knowledgeable. So you're not starting from like 0 completely. This person you're trying to explain to has some level of knowledge as to what internet is all about, as to what technology is all about. So meeting that person where they are, then in a language that they can be able to understand. If this person understands Sheng, break it down for them in Sheng. If they understand in Swahili, explaining to Swahili. If they understand in vernacular language, the same way. The same way during hence the Gen Z podcast. The same way last year, finance bill was broken down into different languages
local
for
dialects.
people to understand. It's the same thing. People are creating content in different ways that people can understand, and also in platforms that are accessible. If you go to TikTok right now, there are a lot of people on TikTok who are talking about what blockchain is in language that people can be able to understand. Instagram as well, LinkedIn as well, YouTube as well, Facebook as well. So the information is accessible and it's broken down using day-to-day analogies so guys can be able to understand.
Let's talk about GoChapaa. What do you guys do?
So GoChapaa is a crypto wallet that was built here in Kenya by local builders.
Oh, so it's Kenyan.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a Kenyan wallet. We're only in Kenya right now, but we're looking into venturing into other African markets. So what GoChapaa does, it's simplifying entry into crypto, because you're able to buy crypto using M-Pesa, which is very easy. And like going through the whole process of peer-to-peer, going to look for somebody who wants to buy, you give them money, they give you crypto in exchange. So on this, on GoChapaa, you can just be able, when you're on your phone, you can just be able to transact. You want to buy Bitcoin, you buy. You want to buy Ethereum, you buy. You want to buy USDT, you buy. So that's the goal of GoChapaa, is to simplify entry. But we are rolling out other features, such as being able to go to any merchant payment system, and you can be able to pay using crypto.
Okay.
So you can be able to buy milk using crypto. You can be able to pay for your groceries using crypto. So that's what.
So everyday
GoChapaa
commodity.
Yes.
Wow.
So we're simplifying the digital entry in terms of crypto. So virtual assets. So because when I say digital entry, we're already there with M-Pesa.
Already there.
But right now you can be able to do day-to-day transaction using crypto. You don't have to go through the whole process of doing P2P for you to have fiat to buy day-to-day goods.
Yeah. And speaking about the entry into this space for common Kenyans, maybe how far are we when it comes to crypto, when it comes to blockchain? How far are we as Kenya before we go to Africa?
That's quite interesting, because earlier, no, not even earlier, like a couple of weeks ago, Daily Nation did a report on the number. We transacted over 4 billion shillings on USDT.
Kenya only?
In Kenya only, in terms of transactions. So what crypto is doing, and it's through the aid of blockchain technology, because crypto is built on blockchain, is cross-border payments. And Kenya, we are huge importers of so many things. We import a lot. We import more than we export.
And billions.
And right now, people are looking for, everyone is in the business of saving money. So if you get a way of importing things at a lesser cost, you're going to choose that route. So there are a lot of people who are using crypto to do cross-border payments, to basically ship their commodities, because it's very cheap. The rate is between 0.5 to at most 2%, where else traditional finance system, the transaction is between 5 to 7%. You see, that's a very huge margin.
Very big.
So with that, people are able to save quite a good amount of money. Then also in terms of remittance, we have a lot of Kenyans who are working abroad and they're sending money back home. So sending money back home has been simplified. So you find people are doing a lot of transactions. So in terms of adoption, there's grassroots adoption in terms of trade, cross-border payments, and remittance. We're seeing transactions. People who understand the transaction part of crypto and blockchain technology, they've adopted it. Which is really good, because that's also growth as we know it. So the adoption is there. It's something that has grown slowly, but tremendously at the same time. Because for that report to come out on national media, that's quite a good. It's a good use case of this technology and how it's helping a lot of people. But to answer that, with the new VASP Bill, now that, because there are also people who are very skeptical to get into crypto because of regulation. They're just like, oh, it's not a regulated market, so I'm not gonna get into it.
Very risky.
But now that it's regulated, it gives people some sort of safety. It's like a safety net. You're just like, okay, now when I get into this space and God forbid something happens, at
They have
least
something
the
to fall
law
on.
protects me.
Yeah.
You know, so it gives you credibility.
Yeah.
So we will definitely see more adoption. We're gonna see a lot of people transacting on crypto to a point where it will become super mainstream.
Yeah.
We won't even remember how life used to be without crypto being in our system.
And with the number that you've given, is it true to say that there's a high chance some Kenyans are using blockchain technologies without their knowledge?
Right now, I wouldn't say yes, because we still don't have full adoption to a point where we have applications or softwares that have been put into the market that are fully built on blockchain. But that's where we are headed. We're going to get to a point where you're using an application that is built on blockchain and you didn't even know. You just downloaded the application and they won't even be new applications. You'll find these were existing applications.
Even the common ones.
They've just been brought on chain. So it will get to that point, and we really hope we get to that point soon, because blockchain is as a system, it's a very good system. It has very good characteristics that will solve a lot of the pain points that we are experiencing as a people. So it will get to that point. But right now, I don't think we've gotten to that point. Unless there's someone who has built an application out there, please plug us so that we can at least interact with your application. Though we won't even know, because the UI UX is very easy. That's a back-end thing. The user is not even required to know. It should be that easy to a point where it's just like any other application.
They just experience like the front end only, and the back end is limited to them. By then that's I think when you get there, it will be a very huge step in Kenya. Because some other countries are so advanced, especially outside Africa. But Africa also, I've seen South Africa coming up. I've seen Nigeria. But Nigeria, I saw that they blocked banks from operating crypto.
They had done that, but then it's because of wanting to regulate, because there was a lot of like irregularities, let me call
like
it that. There were irregularities that were happening, and the only way that they can be able to do that is giving a cautionary notice, which also happened here in Kenya back in 2015. So it's not something new. It's just financial institutions taking that step to try and protect people from this technology or this new thing that is coming up that people still don't understand. And there are people who don't have good intentions. That's usually given, and that's unfortunately it's the society that we're living in. So not everyone who's out there has good intentions. So there are people who take advantage of that and they scam people. So for financial institutions, because people believe in them, people you believe in what central bank says. So if they come and issue a cautionary notice because they don't understand this thing, or they're taking a pause first, let's research, let's understand it before we allow people to use it. So
mass adoption.
So it's understandable. I wouldn't blame them for taking that action, because it's required. People need to be protected, and as much as there's no need to ban it, you can try and understand what it is while it's still progressing. But you find it's usually said innovation really moves faster than regulation. So by the time regulators catch up, it's usually like
miles
it's
away.
miles away, and people have already been conned, which is very unfortunate. But that's how it happens. So that's what they did, which is okay to take a cautionary measure to try and reduce the chances of people losing their money.
Yeah. You've taken us back to 2015 when the CBK gave the caution about operating Bitcoin or crypto in Kenya.
Yeah.
And it was mostly due to scams and people losing money to other platforms, the Ponzi schemes, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Are we still having similar cases right now?
Oh, they're there. And I don't even think they will. And it's the same way. I usually look at it from a point of, you see, even right now, the way you find those funny messages, tuma kwa hii number, ama
landlord may change pay
bill. Like, it's happening, and it's happening with fiat currency. It's happening with money that has
Every
been in
day.
existence since time immemorial. So even right now, it's even after, like, these things are going to be here. That's why education is important, for people to be educated, so that by the time you're getting into any form of investment, or by the time you're seeing someone trying to invite you into something that is very, very inviting, you can be able to tell that something is not right. So it's there. People are being scammed. Ponzi schemes are there. They will always be there. But it's good we take cautionary measures. And how we're going to do that, it's by being educated and not wanting the easy way out. Because what Ponzi schemes usually are, it's they promise you
huge returns.
Like, because there's nowhere you're ever guaranteed of returns. Nowhere. Hakuna. So if I come to you and tell you, hey, Larry, eka you 50K here, I'm guaranteeing you in 2 weeks' time, it will be 100K. That's a lie. So as much as we are really in a fix as a people, because like we are all struggling, we all want to live a certain lifestyle. But we need to be patient with our investments. We need to be cautious. We need to be cautious of where we're putting our money so that we don't end up being scammed. And for young people, let's not want microwave success, because that's what it is.
Overnight,
Someone comes and tells you buy Bitcoin and you will, it will 10x, it will 50x, it will 100x. As much as it happens, but the rates, the percentage is very kidogo.
Not that high as they promise.
So the kidogo money you have, just do your research on what's the best way to invest. And ensure always do your own research on any investment that you're getting into, so that you don't get scammed.
And around the same area, let's talk about the virtual assets service providers bill. Maybe as a startup, as GoChapaa, how did you receive it? That milestone, what did it mean to you guys?
It's meant a lot, not only for us, but for the industry at large, because it gives, as I said, regulation comes with a lot of credibility, and it opens doors for even us as operators in the space to be able to operate freely and have access to certain things that we were not able to access prior. So for any crypto company operating through the cautionary notice, you are not able to open a bank account. So your operations are limited. Then, like, there's so much as an industry we were not able to do. But right now, with the regulation in play, we are able to do all those things. And we are also able to reach out to more people who are very cautious to get to invest in, or rather to get into the industry. But now that it's regulated, it's good. And also for investments as well, we're gonna, like, the industry is open to get more investors, because right now it's regulated, it's here to stay. We're not operating right now in that gray area of what is gonna happen. What if it gets banned and all of that.
Yeah. So talking about this regulation as maybe as an industry savior to some extent.
Yeah.
Can we say that we're going to see a tremendous growth, maybe like from blockchain technologies to an extent like M-Pesa, how M-Pesa grew?
Definitely.
Can you get there?
Definitely. I feel like that's where we're headed. Yeah. We will most certainly grow to levels that it's even unimaginable, to a point where we haven't even projected yet. But the room for growth certainly is there, and not only in the payment system, but in other areas as well. Because as I said, blockchain technology is coming to like solve problems that were there initially. And once these problems are solved, we're going to be able to operate in a more transparent way, in a more open way, in a more, in a way that you know how things are operating in different fields, from procurement to voting systems to like governance and all of that. It's going to tap into different areas. So most definitely we're going to see growth. And the good thing is that it's really, it's happening fast than we know it. There are people who are building amazing projects, only that they've get amplification, yes. Yeah. But also adoption is slow, but not that slow. But once it gains these applications gain momentum, then that's it. They fly.
Yeah, sure. So still on regulation, while regulation came, many industry players celebrated. At the same time, you have industry players who felt like there's some pressure to some extent, right? So maybe are there misconceptions that came with this regulation?
Yeah, there is, because
like you're being pressured to do something, ABC,
so there's pressure in two ways. So blockchain and crypto is decentralized. So that was the idea. When Satoshi started Bitcoin, it was from a point of decentralization. This is a peer-to-peer transaction without any centralized entity. But then it's inevitable, and I'm saying inevitable with a lot of caution, to operate in a decentralized manner, because as we've mentioned, there are people who are very skeptical, and regulation was inevitable for mass adoption. For us to get mass adoption, regulation was inevitable, because people need to know that their money is safe and all of that. So there's that part. There are people who strongly believe in decentralization, and they're not okay with regulation. They're like, okay, why are we involving the government again in this space? There's that. Then also for regulation, CBK, and so crypto is going to be regulated by two bodies. So there's CMA and CBK.
Sure.
So depending on where you fall as a service provider. So they have their list of requirements. So some people might find that too constraining, depending on where they are. So that's also another factor of feeling like it's a lot of pressure. But I'm sure people will be able to work their way around it and manage to comply with what the regulators require.
Yeah, so on the same note, you say that some people are still too skeptical to get on board. Maybe they were there before. Maybe they were scammed, and then they were scammed their way out. They went out and said they're not coming back forever, maybe. But you're talking about trust, because if you're talking about growth, there must be trust. Yet some people have lost trust in maybe blockchain technologies. Not blockchain, in crypto. They have lost trust. Maybe is there a way that you can build as an industry or as a sector, build trust so that it can be welcoming again to this category of people? They were once interested, and then they were scammed.
It's very unfortunate that they were scammed, but sometimes it's usually said you have to learn the hard way, which is really bad. But for those people who have lost trust because of being scammed, I'll just say how it's going to change them is through amplification of stories that like are also highlighting, the positive parts of crypto.
Yeah.
So having conversations like this that are telling people in terms of how, like, education, so that you're educated, so that next time you don't fall into the trap of being scammed. The other thing is with mass adoption to a point where now everyone around you is transacting using crypto, then you're hearing there's like it's closer to home. Then the other thing right now is with regulation, the fact that whoever is providing the service for you to access crypto is regulated. So if anything happens, you know where to get them. The requirement is you need to have a physical office. So you know these people have a physical office here. So in case of anything, I can find them here.
Yeah.
You can take legal action against these people. So at least I think that will give people, the openness to want to get into crypto again. And it's very unfortunate that people have gotten scammed.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, it's the way of life.
Yeah, it has already been done,
Yeah.
but I believe there's still room for change and also for changing the perspective.
Yeah, 100%.
And just while we are winding up, GoChapaa is a good example, local example in this space.
Yeah.
But you find that many solutions, tech solutions, they come from overseas, countries outside Africa. And you find that they treat Kenya as just a market.
Yeah.
So maybe, is there a time you're saying that we are going to be using solutions that are fully made by Africans for Africa?
100%. GoChapaa is one good example. And there are many. There are, like, locally, there are a couple, I can name 5 plus that are locally built. And they are built because these people understand the pain points we're facing. And also they understand that it's high time as Africans, we are not only recipients of what is in the West, but we are also capable to build our own applications and scale them to global markets. And we are seeing, like, last week, if I'm not wrong, we had a lot of projects that were being, a lot of projects as well as developers who went to Barcelona for Dev Connect.
Yeah.
So we're already seeing our applications getting our applications and projects getting global recognition to a point where they're invited to such spaces to showcase and to speak. So yeah, we are seeing a lot of applications come into place. We're also seeing projects. We're also, as we progress ideas, people are going to come up with fresh ideas on how they can be able to solve some of the problems that we're experiencing. So definitely it will come a time where we are using our own projects because we are the ones who understand what we are facing as Africans.
True.
And we understand the solution.
Yeah.
We know how to solve our own problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still on the same point, how can our startups maybe be compared globally? Or how can they, is there a time that we are going to see, like, maybe building our solutions locally for Kenya, for Africa?
Yeah.
Is there a time we are going to export our own solutions to the international market?
I feel like, yes, we definitely are going to export our solutions because we're not living in isolation, and some of the problems that we are facing as Africans, there are also people who are facing the same problems in different parts of the world. Like we have people in Asia, we have people in South America, sorry. So we have different people who are experiencing, and if the solution has come from Kenya, why not scale it to global markets, you know? Yeah, so we have brilliant minds in Africa, and even people in different parts of the world, in the West and Asia, they know that, and that's why they are pumping money in Africa, you know, to support these projects. Yes. So it will come a time, if at all we are not in the time right now. Maybe it's just that we don't know of these platforms, but I'm sure they're already there that have scaled to global markets. Yeah.
Maybe just as we finalize, how do you see Kenya, which is blockchain powered in 10 years, compared to maybe other African giants, like maybe Nigeria, like South Africa, Rwanda? How do you see Kenya's in 10 years?
Well, I see. So Kenya has really pioneered in so many things. We pioneered in M-Pesa to a point where people are coming to Kenya to study what is this giant M-Pesa. What do you mean people are living off? People are coming to benchmark here. What do you mean people are living off just their phone and being able to move around? So I'll say Kenya, we have really, like, we pioneered that digital money space. Yeah. And we are pioneering in so many other things as well. The virtual asset service provider bill, that's something else that also put us in the map. And you're seeing Ghana, Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, they're benchmarking on, following up. On how we've done it. We, as much as South Africa is ahead of us in terms of crypto adoption, but also there's something that they're learning from us. So in terms of where we are as a country, we've really we have a place where we're seeing other countries looking at us on how we're running our projects, where we are in terms of technology, in terms of adoption, and also evolution in general. So we are somewhere. Yeah. Which is it's a good place to be. Yeah, very true. Yeah. I think Kenya is very advanced when it comes to its peers, maybe in East Africa or in the region, growing so fast. Maybe you can just close by how can people find you? How can people maybe find GoChapaa, partner, and so on and so forth? Yeah, so you can find GoChapaa on different social media platforms. Yeah. We are on TikTok, we are on LinkedIn, we are on Instagram. You can be able to find us on any of the platforms. You can also be able to download our application on Google Play Store. iOS is coming soon. Yes. We also have a web app. You can also be able to sign up there and just have a look of what it feels to be able to kickstart your crypto journey. So that's why you can be able to find GoChapaa. So for me, you can be able to find me at Soko Chain Africa. It's a podcast that I'm running. As I said, education is really important in getting into this space and trying to learn and understand what blockchain and crypto is all about. So that's why you can find me at Soko Chain Africa on all social media platforms, including YouTube. Sawa sawa. Yes. Asante sana. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. That has been Faith Nyambura from GoChapaa. And I believe to learn many things. And for this episode, thank you for watching. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, follow us. Contact us to Bonge, to angalia what you can do to empower as many as possible Gen Zs who are doing great work out here. Until next time, I've been Laris. This is the Gen Z CEO podcast.